Welcome back to Sage and Stone Homestead. My name is Heather. This is actually the same day that our goat, Shindy, gave birth. We have a lot of goats due in the same short time span. I didn't realize when I put them all together that they were basically all going to cycle in the same week. And so we're having back-to-back kiddings, which genuinely is not my favorite. Kidding time, especially when the kiddings are stressful like they were this morning with Shindy, it's very emotionally exhausting for me. There's not a whole lot of like physical work that I have to do that makes me tired, but there's a whole lot of like worry and brain power to try to troubleshoot some things. And I really hope that this goes well because I'm so exhausted from this morning. Thankfully, it is still relatively early in the evening. It's 8 p.m. My bedtime is between 10 and 11, and I think we're probably gonna have babies in time for me to go to bed, huh? So Tizzy over here is Shindy's sister. They are triplets out of the same kidding, out of our goat Elpis. I had stayed inside and was watching Tizzy on my camera. It's up there. The members are up there with the live stream. Say hi, members. But I decided I would wait to come down until I saw her do really early pushes. So they don't always just start out pushing like crazy. I know Tori did a couple kiddings ago. Tori just started pushing. That was insane. But a lot of times they'll put forth these really gentle pushes to start out with, and that's what we were seeing. So I don't think it's gonna be long. And she's eating, which generally means that everything is going well. I think she's got 2 boys in there. We've had some very good luck with girls. Here's an update on the babies from today. This little guy, he's black, but he's got chocolate around his eyes, so I think he's gonna end up being a chocolate. And the little girl back there is a gorgeous redhead. And my daughter reminded me when I was on the way down here that I believe we have a chance of kids with moon spots out of Tizzy. They're not really super visible until I give her her summer shave, but she has some very light moon spots on her side and on her back end. So that would just be fun. Oh, good morning. So it's about 2 o'clock in the morning right now. It's been about 3 hours since I decided I was gonna head and go to bed. Honestly, when I woke up to check her, I expected to see babies on the ground already. And I don't. What I do see right now, I couldn't see this on camera from the inside of my house, but she has a little bit of bloody discharge. This doesn't always mean that something is going wrong, but it does mean that I want to check it out a little bit. So here we are. What I see back here is kind of like a clearish red color. There is a small bubble that can come out before a baby sac. I believe it's called an amnion sac, and that can have this color of fluid inside. So it may be a non-issue, but I will feel better if I give her a little bit of a check. I haven't been awake long enough to see if she's been chewing her cud, but she has been kind of at it at the same capacity for several hours. Okay. You're all right. It's really hard to tell, but I can feel some tea. Okay, so what I was able to feel when going in there was a little bit, not exactly, for sure. What I felt like with Shindy, I could feel her cervix that wasn't fully open. It was probably about this much, which is pretty good. I was able to work that open, and I could feel a kid right behind it. So I may have jumped the gun a little bit in checking her. She genuinely might have been fine. I think we're gonna have a kid pretty soon. I think you're gonna do it. Okay, baby. It's okay. Hey. Okay. Good girl. It's all right. Let me get the other. There we go. Good girl. Oh, Tizzy, look. Look what you did. Do you see that baby? Yeah. One little buckling so far. He looks gold. It's pretty dark in my barn this time of night. Yeah, come on. Come on. Come here, Tizzy. Look, Shindy wants it. Look, Mama, down here. Well, there's a sibling in here. Just one, I think. Oh yeah, we've got feet. Foot. Foot and face. Oh! Look at him! Hi, Shindy. Yeah, Tizzy did it. Isn't that nice? All right. Your teats are clear. I had someone ask a really good question on one of my recent kidding videos. They saw me helping the baby find the teat and asked why I don't just let them find it on their own, or why don't I just leave it alone so that I know that the baby can find it on their own. It's a very good question. Helping the baby find its first milk, or even just placing the baby on the teat, is not going to affect how the baby can find it later. The baby's first milk is called colostrum, and if they don't get colostrum within a certain time frame of birth, their chance of surviving and thriving in life really does start to go downhill pretty quickly. It's very important that they get a certain amount of colostrum in their first day. And honestly, the sooner they can get it, the better. Usually you want them to have their first drink within about an hour of birth. And when I help them out, that just makes me sure that I know that they got an adequate amount of colostrum, and it gives them the energy to then search for more. Babies are brand new. They don't exactly know what they're doing. They'll try to find a teat everywhere. And sometimes, especially if there's a lot of babies, now there's only 2 here, but if there's a lot of babies, it can get kind of confusing. They can stumble and bumble around. And if I've made sure that they've gotten that initial drink, that's going to tide them over while they learn how teats and udders work. And it absolutely does not change whether or not they're able to find the teat on their own. They do. The babies are not stressed. I'm really glad that I came down when I did, and I'm not sad that I checked her when I did. Maybe I wouldn't have had to, that is true, but I'm not sad that I did it. Better to be safe than sorry, right? I'm gonna lick that one too. This is Fury. Fury is a mini La Mancha, and this is her first time having babies. I was up at the house watching her on the camera for quite a while. I actually didn't think she was going to go into labor today at all. This came on kind of quickly, which seems to be the theme this week. But hopefully we have some babies before midnight, because we are getting some severe weather tonight. Believe it or not, we have a 5% chance of tornadoes in the first week of February. I'm a little irritated by that. Yeah, weather's supposed to kick off overnight, so let's get to cracking. All this barn glitter sticking to her. I noticed that the foot's upside down. So if a foot is upside down, it usually means that they're backwards. But I also feel a second bubble, so we might have 2 babies trying to come out. Yep, hang on. Now the foot's gone, and I have the face, and it's a completely separate bubble. I did pop that first bubble that had just the foot. Now the face is coming. Yeah. Yeah, you've got a couple trying to come out at once. Yeah, I think one of them is gaining the upper hand though. What I'm gonna do is try to not pop that second bubble so I can still tell the difference between the kids. If I pop both bubbles, I can get feet and heads all confused. One of them is encased in its amniotic sac still. And that's the one that I would like to come first because I feel a face. That's more ideal. Good girl. Good girl. Pushing that other kid's foot. There you go. There you go. Her standing up, put that other kid back down. There's the foot of one trying to come with the entire body and foot of another. She's got it though. You've got it. Good girl. You got it. Holy smokes, ma'am. Look at him. Yes, him. Look at him. Oh, he's got a lot of snot on him. There we go. Good mommy. Here, I'm gonna get the junk off of him. I'm sorry. I don't want you trying to eat all these pine shavings. Okay. There we go. There you go. She's got that other foot right there. Looks big too. Might be another boy. This is the upside down baby. I want to make sure we have 2 feet. Don't kick it back in. Don't kick it back in, child. Yep, okay, we've got both feet. Come on. Push him a little further out so he doesn't tuck those feet. There we go. Coming backwards. Good job. Another feral. Wow. Hi, baby. Hi. Little meconium with this one. Okay. Oof. This is some good snot tonight. Oh no, I'm trying. Yeah, you got it. We got it. Breathe. There he goes. You good? Here, I'll get the sucky. Here, mama. That is another buckling. Yeah, he good. We're coughing. Hello. I just noticed that the first baby that came out has the longest attached umbilical cord that I have ever seen, and we have to trim it. It is, can you even see? It is so long. He will get caught up on that, and that could cause problems. So I have this scalpel here, and I'm just gonna cut it. Boop. Look at all that excess. Holy moly, dude. That is way better. She's next. She doesn't want me to check her so badly that she was about to go outside in the rain. I think she's contracting right now. Anyway, my days are starting to blur together, so maybe this video is too. I'm gonna let Tizzy and her babies out today. I may wait until after the rain stops. Thankfully, the leak that was over my middle stall seems to have resolved, so I can turn on the light during the rainstorms. This is the kidding setup for the standard does. I'm so excited about it. It's nice and big. I can't remember offhand which one was born first. I think this was baby number 2. He's a little bit lighter in color. They're both gold, and he does have the little elf ears. Really cute, really big. I didn't weigh these guys. They're probably around 6 pounds like the other minis that we've had born. They're like big teddy bears. Ugh, these ears help with that. The other little dude is down here nursing. Tizzy has the best teat length out of all of the triplets out of Elpis. So if you're not following, Elpis, the doe that's probably in labor right now, had 3 babies 2 years ago, triplet does. It was awesome. Tizzy's one, Fury is another one, and Shindy, my doe that had the near prolapse during her birth, she's the other one. But I think her teat length is the best. And here's the little gopher ear boy. He's a little bit more of a warm color tan. Oh, they're so cute. We didn't get any moon spots, I do not think, off of Tizzy's babies this year, which is completely fine. Yes, it is. You guys are perfect. And also, all the babies are horned. They will be disbudded. Baby number 1, this gorgeous elf-eared black and tan Swiss marked buckling. We've had one of these in the past. It's actually from the same line. My doe Christine is the triplets grandma, and Christine had a similar colored buckling, except for that buckling had the gopher ears, and you have elf ears. And this little guy, he's the one who was trying to come out, and his brother was sticking his back leg in the way. But thankfully that worked out probably the best way that it could. Didn't have to go in there and untangle anyone. For the rain, I hope it's not too loud. And here's the other little turd. He's the one who had his back, oh my gosh. He had his back foot trying to come out with his brother. He's pretty big. I didn't weigh these guys either, but everything worked out all right. He looks just like his daddy, Farrell, except for he also has elf ears. Farrell has the gopher ears. Yeah. Everyone is really strong and healthy. These guys were bouncing around within hours of birth. Fury's doing really well. She's a pro. So that is 5 does down for our kidding palooza. We're gonna be having 8 give birth within the span of about a week. Elpis is next. So what I'm gonna do is end this video here, get this area stacked with hay and water, and put Elpis in it, and I'll see you in the next video.